Hello there everybody, and welcome back to my Platinum Guide for Dark Souls Remastered. Today, we're going to go ahead and go through Darkroot Garden and take on the Moonlight Butterfly.
Well,
Maybe even go ahead and get to the Hydra, depending on how much time we got. First off, I'm going to go ahead and get that Crest of Artorias. I always use the souls from the Gargoyle fight to get that crest. Go ahead and max out your weapon here. And if you can, get the smith boxes, and I skipped on getting those before, so I'm just going to go ahead and get them now.
don't get yourself knife.
Right, as soon as you walk through this doorway, there's going to be a Titanite demon. He shoots lightning at you at first. Just try to bait the lightning and run around it. I mean, you can try to go ahead and fight him here. However, for every Titanite demon you fight and kill, every other Titanite demon gets harder to kill. So I usually save killing a Titanite demon for the bridge in Izalith, because that one tends to be pretty annoying and stuck in your way. If you can't get around him, just go ahead and kill him, but you save that Titanite demon kill for him. Alright. Here's your first experience with ones in the ground. Just pop it on the head, wait for it to come up, then swing again. You can't hit it again while it's shaking. So what I do is I usually do a circle, especially if it's just one in the ground. I'll hit it on the head, do a circle, and then hit it again. Get the soul item behind the rock. And come over here. We're going to hit this little wall to reveal a bonfire. Now we're going to rest up and get ready to plow through the forest. Well, garden. Go ahead, and I'm just gonna get the covenant right now for the forest keepers. So just run as quick as you can. This little wall right here, and talk to Alvina the cat.
Is it not thou fared well to find me? But cometh thee not for the grave of Sir Artorias? My advice true. The legend of Artorias art none but a fabrication. Traversing the dark. 'Tis but a fairy tale. Have thine own respect. Go not yonder knocking for nothing, I say. Well, indeed. Thou art a strange one. Nevertheless, I feel some liking for thee. I'm Alvina of the Darkroot Wood. I command a clan of hunters who track down defilers of the forest graves. What dost thou say? Wilt thou not join us? Oh, yes, I believe we would suit thee well. I am very glad. And now thou art one of us. Let us establish a covenant. And here taketh this ring. If thou wearest that ring, it allows for thine summoning. If mine senses reveal intruders, then I will summon thee. Fend them off, sir. I beseech only this. I shall summon others who will by their honor work tirelessly with thee. Thou shalt receive great reward, and whatsoever ye shall pillage will...
Alright, now we're not going to go fight Sif right this
A
second,
true
but the main
agreement,
reason we went
Watson.
ahead and got this done
But thou must
is
heed
for when we
the
head down into
The
Blight
clan
Town.
is thine own family. To thine kinsmen forever stay true. Darest not in any attempt to double-cross. Have no doubt, such wretchedness never will we tolerate.
So you come out here, turn to the left, and talk to Shiva.
I've heard all about you. I'm Shiva of the East. Let's teach you, as there's no time to chat in the midst of fighting.
And you go ahead and
Except
exhaust all of
there
his
is little
dialogue.
in the form of fight and hunt as you like. Whoever's fastest gets
Now
to
he
the
will
crown.
appear down in Blight Town as long as you
Only
are allied
don't
with
forget
the Forest
what
Keepers
Alvin
Covenant.
said. Traitors aren't given a
Him
second.
and his
That's
invisible
about-
little
don't
ninja
worry.
buddy behind him.
Great to have you with us. Don't worry, you'll be hunted.
And this is the other one you'll fight.
Ah, he is one that's always slinking in a... You'll see what I... Don't worry, you'll be hunted.
Alright, now we're going to go ahead and get started on the garden. Immediately to your right, there's an opening. That item is bait, so since we're going to have to come back by here a little bit, we're just going to leave that for now. Go through the fog, head to the right. Kill the Ent. Now you get to see your first little whoopee frog. Go down here, got another tree sitting. Alright, now follow the wall on your left-hand side. Frogs are gonna pop up. Keep following it around, kill some of these frogs. Now if we go over here to the right, we have one of the stone knights. Now this is the main reason we came into here with the soft cap on humanity, because his great shield and sword are needed for the knight achievement. Come up here, got another knight. He'll start standing up before you even get to him. So just run up and run behind him to give you a little bit of time. Now whenever they do that, that's Tranquil Walk of Peace. What it does is it keeps you from rolling. So if you ever get hit with that, don't try to roll. Just pull your shield out and block whatever is coming at you. if you try to roll, it's just gonna make you do a stupid little stagger animation, and you're just gonna get hit by everything. So anytime you're ever hit with Tranquil Walk of Peace, just shield up. Shield up, walk backwards, and wait for it to go away. Or if you're strong enough, just fight through it. Alright. Gonna go ahead and rest. Just to basically give us a little save spot and improve our stats a little bit. Since we do have a boss fight coming up. Alright, now attack these one at a time. Don't go for that item first. You want to attack these little bush children one at a time. The only time they'll all pop up is when you grab that item. Now that they're all dead, you can grab it. Now when we come in here, we're going to go to the left. Got a little bush right here. Come back here for this little serpent. We're gonna move this stone giant or stone knight away from the others. Got another stone knight right here at the mouth. Got Beatrice right here. I really don't know why I'm summoning her right now, because she's not going to come help out with these knights. Trying to pull them away so I don't wake up the other stone knight or aggro the other tree people. And I chose not to block, so that was my fault. Gonna go ahead and get my humanity back just so we can resummon Beatrice. Now, since we've picked up that item, all these little tree people in here are going to be up. Do not just run past this hole. They will follow you and kill you. This is one of the main reasons we went ahead and got our weapon up to +5 before we came down here. So we wouldn't have too hard of a time with these. And it is honestly mostly the trees. The Stone Knights aren't that bad. They're pretty slow, and as long as you shield up with Tranquil Walk, they're pretty easy to fight. Alright, stone great shield. Now we just gotta get that stone sword. And I didn't even have 10 humanity for that. See, she'll get to the doorway and then just turn around. She won't actually come out here and help at all. Of course, she is about to do 99% of the work against the Moonlight Butterfly, so there is that. And this one here is just like the other item. Once you grab it, any of those tree people that are left are going to pop up. Excuse me in my sliver of health. Just gonna dip out for a second. That's why you don't try to roll. was starting to panic a little bit though, so. Alright, time to go shoot down this butterfly. Alright, if you don't have the Crest Shield equipped, make sure you have it equipped. And you're just going to stand here and block while Beatrice takes it down. Or it finally lands and you can get a decent couple whacks in. In this case, that did not happen. Beatrice just killed me. Run on up here. Grab the ember, the key, and the bone. And we're just gonna homeward bone back. Now, since we've already bought the Crest of Artorias, we can go ahead and just spend these souls on ourselves. I'm definitely more in the camp of I want to be able to hit hard with my sword before I worry about my own health first. Once I get strength and dex to 20, then I'll start focusing on vitality and stamina, or endurance. Alright, now we're going to start heading down here. First thing you're going to run into is a crystal lizard. Boop him. Choose the first path right here. Drop down, get the bow. Drop down. Head back this way. Now there is a black knight down here, so don't just go charging down. What we're going to do is go to the curve and head back up. just die. Halberds and spears are definitely my weakness in Dark Souls. Alright, now let's try this again. I usually try to just go for backstabs on the ones with halberds, because I have such bad luck trying to parry them. Go ahead, drop down here, grab the grass crest shield. Then we're just gonna rest at this bonfire real quick. You don't have to continue forward, that's an area that we definitely can't hit yet. So we're just gonna rest at this bonfire so we're closer to the Hydra just in case we die. Alright, we're at the entrance, so go ahead and stop and equip the rusted iron ring. Do not ever take off the ring of favor and protection. You take it off and it breaks. So if you put it on, it stays on. Now what I'm going to do is try to bait out the Hydra's attacks to go ahead and control this one. But try not to die in the process. Mission failed. let's try all that again. Alright, we're gonna run in and run to where you see that item is. It's a night set. You can always equip the brass press shield if you're worried about your because you're gonna be using your shield a lot here. Wait for the Hydra to attack and then swing. Stay right here behind the body. You should be good. But there is a drop off, so don't go too far forward. Hydra will go back to spitting the water blast if you're on land whenever it resets its aggro. So you swing for a head and run back into the water. One we're going to be able to lop off. The second, however, we're going to have to shoot with arrows. Alright, now that we're down to only one head, you can shoot the main body and just finish off its health points and kill it. But a lot quicker than that is going to be getting rid of this final head. Once you get rid of the last head, which is about half the damage that the body needs to take, once you get rid of this last head, it'll die. So just shoot 2 arrows into it every time it passes by. keep to the wall and around here. And about here, you're fine to start running out into the water. It's no longer a hole. But right about here, just to, you know, prove it to you as I do it, you're going to go ahead and reset your game. And now you got a golden crystal gold. If you let this thing hit you, you will get rocked.
So, it is thou who rescueth me.
Now,
Most gracious, I am deeply obliged.
go ahead and talk to
I am Dusk
Ulasil.
of Ulasil.
Dusk of
I
Ulasil.
cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My
Just
home,
once you finish talking to her,
Ulasil,
she'll just
is
disappear.
the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee? My
Tell her
heartfelt
yes.
Thanks. I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. If thou art in need, pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
Back over to where we started the fight with the Hydra. And Dusk will be waiting. Notice you don't have to be human to talk to her, and she's here all the time. She doesn't help you fight, she's just a saleswoman.
I am Dusk of it is an I shall follow. If thou art in need, I
You're
wish
going to want to
know
get
the
all of those spells from her. Technically, you can also buy them from Elizabeth in the DLC. But just to be sure that you have them, I usually buy them from her. And you also want to buy her catalyst as well. Could have headed up here right before we went to talk to Dusk, but it's fine. We're just going up here to grab a soul item anyway. Real quick before I do that, I want to come back here and grab Dusk's armor, because the crown is really good for anyone who is a sorcerer. So since we've summoned Dusk, we can come back here and grab this. continue to head up this excruciatingly long ladder. Slide around here. All right. Alright, now we're going to head up here and we're going to go take on Havel. Havel the Rock. Alright, now as soon as you go in this door, roll. He is going to be right behind the door to the right. Now since he has a bigger slow weapon, you don't parry when his hand moves. You parry when it's about halfway through the arc. And I know when I originally recorded this, I said to come down here and fight Havel first, like whenever you're doing Undead Bird. But with me using chainmail right now, there's really no reason for me to need Havel's ring to start with. So I found that this is a much better place to come in and just destroy him at. Because now my weapon's at +5. And I'm a parry guy. So we're going to go ahead and equip that. And put the rest of this knight set on. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to head straight up this tower to where we fought the Taurus Demon. And just run, because you're going to have those crossbow archers behind you. We're going to run down here and open this door with the key. So that's going to wrap up this episode. And whenever we come back, we're going to finish going through Undead Burg, Undead Parish, whichever one it is. And then head on to the depths.